Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Sack here. Yesterday I did a video on the death of Glenn Frey. He died at age 67, one of many celebrities to die in recent weeks. What was awfully suspicious about his death is that he died at age 67, 67 days after the supposed tragedy at the Eagles of Death Metal concert, November 13th, in Paris, France. In that concert reporting, it was first reported that 118 people died. The number later dropped to 89. But the initial reporting on day one was that 118 people died. Glenn Frey died January 18th, 118. The word death in Jewish gematria sums to 118. If you're new to my channel, I talk about numerology and gematria a lot. If you learn this language, you can see through news headlines in record time. Gematria is the practice of coding numbers into words, an ancient language that the English language is certainly based upon. The phrase blood sacrifice has a gematria of 67. In recent weeks, a number of celebrities have died at age 67 and also having name gematria of 67. In the video I did on Glenn Frey yesterday, I showed this. Since doing that video, a couple things have been pointed out to me. In recent weeks, I also did a video on the death of Lawrence Phillips, the former St. Louis Ram who played at the end of his career for the 49ers. He died in his prison cell the day after the Rams said that they were moving back to Los Angeles. And in this video that I did on his death, which you can also watch, I talked about how he was a sacrifice for Super Bowl 50. And in the weeks to come, we will see many celebrities die who have connections to Super Bowl 50. As it turns out, Glenn Frey is one of these people who has connections to Super Bowl 50 through the film Jerry Maguire, where he played the manager of the Arizona Cardinals, a team who have a shot at Super Bowl 50. For the rest of this video, we're going to go through all the connections in the film Jerry Maguire, a lot of interesting things. So this should be very awakening for people who are new to my work and even for skeptics of my work. This knowledge that I'm about to share, this information is impossible to deny. Before we hit the Jerry Maguire, I want to point out one more thing. The Eagles, the band that Frey was a part of, their hit song, most remembered song, Hotel California, was recorded in the year 1976. What you're looking at here is an excerpt from CNN's reporting on his death. Notice how they emphasize Hotel California. In gematria, Hotel California equals 76. The song was recorded in 76. The reason this is so is because the Zionist Jews, the Freemasons, control the music recording industry. They control Hollywood. They control the sports leagues. And this practice of gematria is one of the most important things to them. Think about how 67 is a reflection of 76. Blood sacrifice has gematria of 67 and 76. This year, the Super Bowl will be hosted in California. So that said, let's move on with the film Jerry Maguire, which came out in the year 96. Notice the film runs 139 minutes, a very special number. Freemasonry has a gematria of 139. Freemasonry, the small way, also sums to 58 and 67, like the age Glenn Frey just died at. Freemasonry is Satanism in disguise. Many members who have dropped out have informed the public of. Satanic has gematria of 67. Anyhow, this film was released at the end of 96 on the date December 13th. This is a date with a life lesson number of 50, and we are approaching Super Bowl 50. It's also a date with numerology of 121. The word revelation has gematria of 49 and 121. If you're new to my channel, all the numbers that are coded into the NFL, if you can believe it, come from the book of Revelation, the final book of the Bible. In most Bibles, Revelation's the 66th book. The first Super Bowl was at the end of the 66th season. The 47th year of the NFL, the word Christian's 47. If you write out the word 50 in gematria, it sums to 66. This is Super Bowl 50, the first one at the end of the 66th season. A lot of connections between the Bible, Revelation, the NFL, and a whole lot more. You can think of Revelation as the playbook for the Masons and Zionists who rule over us. They love to code the numbers of Revelation into their riddles. So, the film Jerry Maguire, some interesting things. The name Jerry has gematria of 31. It came out just before Super Bowl 31. 31's the 11th prime number. It's a movie centered around sports but focuses on the NFL and football. Football's a game of 11 on 11, 11 men playing on each side of the ball. 31, the 11th prime. Maguire, a name with 38 gematria, a number connected to death. This year, the Super Bowl 50, will be on the 38th day of the year. Jerry Maguire equals 69 the small way, the number at the top of the Masonic arch. In simple English gematria, the name Jerry equals 76, and the name Maguire equals 74. The word Masonic equals 74. 74, 47, very special numbers to the Masons, and so are 6 and 7. Both of these numbers and number pairings coded into the name Jerry Maguire. The movie is focused on the main character, Rod Tidwell, or I guess you could say the main character is Tom Cruise. The next main character is Rod Tidwell. Tom Cruise is a sports agent. Tidwell is the last player that he's an agent for. The movie's about their relationship, their friendship outside of the sports world. Anyhow, Rod Tidwell, the small way, equals 50. There's a major connection here to Super Bowl 50. Super Bowl equals 50, so does San Francisco, and San Francisco is hosting Super Bowl 50. Notice Tidwell also has that gematria of 31, the 11th prime. In simple English gematria, the name Rod Tidwell sums to 122, just like San Francisco in simple English gematria. The name Tidwell equals 85, and in the film he wears the number 85. If you've missed my videos from weeks prior, I've been talking about the significance of 85 in this year's NFL season. I predicted that the college championship was in the bag for Alabama, which it was. They won the game. At the end of the game, it was won 45-40, a sum of 85 points. The game was played in Arizona at the Cardinals' home stadium. The main character in this film is an Arizona Cardinal. Frey played the general manager of the Cardinals. Anyhow, the championship was played in Arizona. The sum was 85 points. What this was a tribute to was the 1985 Chicago Bears, who won the Super Bowl at the end of their season. The connection from the Cardinals to the Chicago Bears is that the Arizona Cardinals are originally from Chicago. The Arizona Cardinals were originally the Chicago Cardinals. They were established in 1920, 96 years ago. 96, a special number. The word Freemason equals 96. This film came out in 96. Talk more about 96. Anyhow, the 85 Bears won the Super Bowl over the Patriots 46-10. That year that they won it, they had a revolutionary defense known as the 4-6 defense. They won the Super Bowl 46-10. Chicago in gematria equals 46. And this year, Super Bowl 50 is the 46th Super Bowl of the modern era, which began with Super Bowl 5. The first Super Bowl, 4 Super Bowls were played when the AFL and NFL had not merged yet. So Super Bowl 50 has a 46 connection, which is likely why there's all the Chicago theming and the tribute to the 85 Bears, which is very evident in this movie. And as I said in other video posts, the NFC Championship would be the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals, something I predicted before it happened. That is truly the matchup. I said it would be that because the Cardinals had the Chicago connection, and because the Panthers are coached by Ron Rivera, who played on that 85 Bears team. The 85 Bears went 15-1 in the regular season. The team he coaches this year, the Panthers, are 15-1. Okay, so those points out of the way. Again, Freemason equals 96 in simple English gematria, 42 in Pythagorean. The quarterback of the Arizona Cardinals this year is Carson Hilton Palmer, named gematria of 96. No surprise. Cardinals in their 96th year of existence. The NFC Championship, like I said, they'll be going against the Carolina Panthers. Their quarterback is Cameron Jarrell Newton, named gematria of 96. Why is this so? It's so because a lot of players in the league have 96 named gematria, because these are Manchurian athletes. They're born into Masonic traditions, and there might even be something more science fiction than that going on. These could be athletes grown in test tubes for all I know. Remember when they gave us Dolly the sheep? The cloned sheep? If they can clone a sheep, truth seeker, they can clone anything living. Something we all need to understand. It's very possible that these madmen are growing human beings, making Manchurian athletes, Manchurian actors, Manchurian politicians. There's a lot of knowledge in this world hidden from us, a lot of technology hidden from us. With regards to the Carolina Panthers, their owner, Jerry Richardson, was drafted into the NFL in the year 58. This past weekend, before they whooped up on the Seahawks, it was number 58 to first come out of the tunnel. Again, the word Freemasonry the small way equals 58. The movie's 139 minutes. Freemasonry the big way is 139. Freemasons control the show. Music, movies, sports. This is the message I've been trying to get out since 2013 on this written blog and also on this video channel. The knowledge is not spreading fast enough. People need to wake up to what's going on because a quickening is upon us. More and more negativity cast at us every day from the Freemasons, who rule by dividing and conquering and by confusing the masses. So check this out, Truth Seeker. This year's Super Bowl is on February 7th, 2016, the 38th day of the year. It's a date with 45 numerology. The college championship, which I said would connect to the Super Bowl, was won 45-40. Nick Saban won his 5th college championship, winning by 5 points. This year, Tom Brady and Bill Belichick have a chance to win their 5th Super Bowl together. They'd be winning it in San Francisco, which has won 5 Super Bowls themselves. It's also the year of Super Bowl 50. 50, the number, has a numerology of 5. 5 plus 0 equals 5. Anyhow, Cardinals has gematria of 45. Cardinals also has gematria of 36. I point out that 2016 has numerology of 36 alone. And again, it's the 96th year of the Cardinals' existence. This film came out in the year 96. New England also equals 45. In the beginning of the film, this is shown. This isn't from real life. That's part of Tom Cruise's head. In the beginning, he's explaining that he's a sports agent and he makes big bucks helping his athletes get big dollars. And look at this. Drew Bledsoe of the Patriots, the first thing shown in the movie on a newspaper for sports, signing a $42 million contract. Remember, Freemason the small way 42, the big way 96. This movie came out in 96. In history, Tom Brady replaced Drew Bledsoe the year that the Patriots went on to win all their Super Bowls, right after the Patriot Act in September 11th. This movie came out 5 years before 9/11. Tom Brady's currently 4-2 in Super Bowls. In his last Super Bowl victory, he defeated the Seahawks, which have gematria of 42. Washington's the 42nd state where the Seahawks are from. Everything by the numbers, Truth Seeker. That's why it's so amazing once you learn this language, how you can see how they've been coding and piecing their riddles together all this time. And as I continue to say, we are living out an epic in terms of the fact that we have a planned narrative for the world we live in, from news stories to sports. It's all been planned out long in advance. Looking at all this reveals that the Super Bowl for this year has been planned since before this movie came out. A script is being fulfilled. Movies are being made about the script. Sports games are being made about the script. It's undeniable. Also, Truth Seeker, with regards to that 42, the Patriots have only lost two Super Bowls with Brady and Belichick. And both those times they lost to the New York Giants. NYC in gematria equals 42. And the Patriots have been the beneficiaries of what happened on September 11th, mostly in New York City.